Black, and I am a woman. It is my honor to stand in front of you today. I am the daughter of Maria Brooks and the daughter of John Williams. I come from Black bodies. My ancestors were slaves. Williams is my last name, but it is not my real name, it is my slave name. I am my ancestors' dream. They fought for me to be able to stand up here in the cold ass snow in front of a bunch of white people wearing Uggs. I'm not quite sure what to say today because I can't speak to every single person's experience. I can only speak to mine. When I was a kid, for some reason in middle school, I stopped doing my homework. My mom went to my parent-teacher conference, and they were like, we don't know why Jessica Williams isn't doing her homework. My mom's like, what the hell, are you kidding me? My mom was that kind of minority mom mad when we got in the car where she's not really saying anything. She's just mad, just looking like, My dad happened to be out of town that day, so we walk into this house. I grew up in the suburbs. My mom grew up in the projects. We walk in this big, beautiful house, and it's she and I, and she was like, you want to have a seat? I was like, okay. She said, you want to talk to me about these grades? I was like, nah. She said, why don't you tell me why you ain't doing your homework? I was like, well, because I just wanted to play The Sims and read Harry Potter all day. She was like, do you want to explain these C's to me? Because I got like a bunch of C's. And I was like, all right, how do I not get in that much trouble? So I thought about it. I said, Mom, when you really think about it, me getting a bunch of C's are not that bad. I've never seen my mom that angry in her life. I saw fire flash in her eyes. I said, really, when you think about it, C's are average. And really, is it that bad to be average? My mom took a second. And then she said, average? I'll show you fucking average. Come upstairs. So we went upstairs. I had my own room. She pointed to my plastic blue iMac computer. She said, you tell me, would an average black kid have that? She was like, no. She pointed to my phone. She said, you tell me, would an average black kid have that? Would your cousins have that? No. She pointed to my Harry Potter books. Would an average black kid have that? I was like, nah. And she pointed to my TV. She said, would an average black kid have that? No. She said, you listen to me, because this is the only time we're going to have this conversation. You come from me. And because you look like me, because you think like me, and you talk like me, and you sound like me, and you have my skin, you are never allowed to be average. There are people out there that do not look like you that will get more than you have for doing average work. There are people that are the opposite of you that will actively fight to make sure that you don't have shit. So you listen to me. You never, ever walk up in my house again talking about it's okay to be average. I was like, so am I grounded or? She was like, oh, you grounded. You bet you grounded. Hold on, let me get this right here. She grabbed my phone. She was like, Let me take this phone and see if you can enjoy being average. Now she was wilding like none of the shit made sense. Then she tried to grab the TV. She's like, try and be. She's like, that's okay, I'll be right back. So then she went to the closet and got a bunch of sheets. She threw it over my TV. She was like, boom, try and be average now. Threw another sheet, threw it over my damn blue plastic iMac computer because she couldn't lift it up. Try to be average now. She said, that's the last time I want to have this conversation. And then she walked out of the room and just left me there. And I'm standing in my room, a bunch of sheets, like the house that was in foreclosure in Jumanji after Alan Parrish went missing. I loved all the speakers today, and you all said really inspiring things. I don't know really what to add, but I just want to say that if you are a minority today, we can all take away something from that ass whooping I got from my mom. In that we have to fight, and we cannot slack. Because right now we have a president who is anti-Muslim, anti-Latino, anti-gay, anti-black, anti-woman. I'm even anti-Native Americans, anti-Natives. And even more scary is we have a vice president that's been a politician for a long time and is really a really strong opponent of the LGBT community. And I am so sorry that they were elected. But just know that I march for you, and I pray that you march for me. The hardest part, I'm 27 years old. I got the Daily Show when I was 22. I learned a lot of shit when I was on that show. And for me, I grew up, and the hardest part about growing up for me is realizing that the world is not inherently fair. I grew up thinking that the civil rights movement already happened, that we already fought. But this election was a wake-up call. The silver lining of this election is that we are here on this early-ass morning in literally 21 degrees supporting each other. If you are a minority, please know that you are valid. Your thoughts and your feelings are valid. I stand with you. If you are transgender, know that it is already legal to discriminate against the transgender community in a majority of these United States. There is a rush to cut funding to Planned Parenthood. And it's not like, sometimes I feel like I can grab racism and I can get it, but racism isn't as overt as it used to be. It is coded language. It hides, it's fear. It's disgusting. The racism comes in saying the first thing we want to do is defund Planned Parenthood. The first thing we want to do is cut Obamacare without a replacement plan. Those affect minorities and women in low-income housing. That is a war on women. That is a war on black women. Damn. I was not expecting that. But I just want to say thank you so much for coming out this morning. God, who am I? Where are we?
Thank you!
Enjoy the rest of the festival and enjoy each other. I stand with you. I hope that you stand with me. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessica Williams.